So I got me a little task to get onto. That John Deere 1010E forwarder. That's got a little coolant leak on one of the steel tubes. Kind of like a freeze plug style, I guess. But that's got a little leak to it, so got the parts and stuff, and I'm gonna head up there and see if I can't get her pulled apart and get that leak fixed up. All right, so here's the tube that's leaking on it. See that goopy business going on right there. That tube heads right into that gooseneck right there. And let's see. I'll have to get her tore open a little bit farther to see where that heads back into. But anyways, tear down begins now. All right, took off the air intake to the turbo. The bracket for the filter housing for the air intake. One filter. Now we got her opened up good, and need to get down to that right there, and she goes back there. So now that she's opened up, yeah, and that didn't take long at all, not at all. But all right, we're gonna start pulling that tube out and get her fixed. Here we go. All right, you pop that actuator off there, and then I can get right down to that tube there, so I can change those out. So we're getting there. Just got to wiggle that, get that tube, got it broke loose. Just got to get her wiggled back out of there and get her fished out. All right, once that tube's out of there, there's them seals right inside there. You pull them out of both ends there, and the only problem I run into is this new seal. Well, she's just a little bit too small. The other end there is the right one, but they told us that they were the same on both ends, but that wasn't the case. So got the parts coming. We'll go from there, I guess. All right, once let's get that seal, that new seal in there, and then there's an O-ring on that end, and then you clamp it down with that bolt. Once you get that put back together, you can put that actuator back on, that turbo actuator. Got the rod back on, actuator's tightened up. Now had a brittle line right here, goes down to the front side of that gooseneck down there. So we got that new braided line for that. Change that, and then start all the reassembly of the air box and intake tubes, and we should be ready to put some fluid in her and get her going. She's about 34 out now, so she's a little chilly, but we're just about there in the home stretch.